people every 5 seconds because I say, listen, spirit, back off. But today, as soon as I sense something, I'm going to say something.
This woman has been here before. You've heard this voice.
Yes.
You know her from her TLC reality series, Long Island Medium.
Yes.
She's been here so many times, Heather, she's become a family member now.
She family.
I see her across the country. Sometimes we bump into each other at fancy hotels where she's holding court.
Ow.
And they let me in the private room that she's eating food with my longtime friend and co-worker and colleague, Courtney, who now manages her.
Oh.
And I did not know this. If it wasn't for Courtney, they were going to keep me held up at the door.
Courtney said, let him in.
Let him in.
Listen.
They didn't frisk me or anything. I thought they were profiling me, but they let me in, Heather B.
Get him behind the
velvet rope. And I said, I know, Theresa. That's my girl.
The homie.
I think that was the opposite. I think I made a beeline for you.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't remember that part. You know?
Yeah, they had no private room. They don't know. You were sitting outside, and I spotted you from across the room.
This is true, and then we were able to connect in just a totally foreign environment than how we normally see each other within the walls of SiriusXM. And we got to see each other in public, and sometimes it's a big difference from people you meet in this environment, and then when you see them in public, and you don't have that familiar energy. Our energy even got better when we saw each other. It felt like, oh, family here. Okay, we're good. Welcome her back. The one and only Theresa Caputo is here.
Hey, Theresa.
Hey.
So you were in L.A., so you were filming.
I was in L.A. At that time, I was doing celebrity reads.
Okay, and that's when you sit down. Well, who were the celebrities you were doing at that time?
So, this time coming up on Long Island Medium, we have Louis Anderson.
Okay.
That was such an emotional reading. Wayne Brady.
Wayne, that's our friend.
Yeah,
Louis, too.
he's great.
They all been on the show?
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Taylor Dane.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we had Taylor on the show, too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Tatum O'Neal.
Tatum O'Neal?
Yeah.
OG Tatum O'Neal?
OG.
Wow. Where'd you find Tatum O'Neal? Like, how'd you get Tatum O'Neal to do that?
She wanted to come.
Wow.
Listen,
good work, Courtney.
Whoever wants to come for, an experience for me to share their gift, they're more than welcome to come on the show.
Okay. Anybody else we should know of?
I'm trying to think.
How did Wayne Brady deal with whatever you guys discovered?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Uh-huh.
It was I really don't remember a lot of the readings because they're not my own personal thoughts and emotions.
Okay.
But something crazy had happened before the reading where I was seeing things before I was getting ready, and I kept seeing this young girl with like long blonde hair. So I was like, who could this be? I was like, oh, maybe this is someone that they lost. But it was the weirdest thing. His daughter had the same vision and dream about the exact girl that I had seen before meeting them.
There she goes.
Crazy?
There she goes. She's already started. You ready? Heather was like, Heather said literally, have her, don't have her read me. She got to read everybody in the room. And I said, it doesn't work like that, Heather.
That's right.
It doesn't work like
you got to go to vibes.
She catches the energy that she catches when the energy happens.
And I appreciate that because that's what people don't understand. I wish it was easy if I just walked into a room and someone came up to me and was like, hey, can you channel my dad? Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, I feel things. So you have the most amazing energy. Every time I come, I think I always connect with you. But it's more on a spiritual and an emotional level. But I'm having a lot of difficulty breathing. So what happens is when I connect with souls of the departed, they make me feel how they died.
Oh, wow.
So I'm having a lot of difficulty breathing, and I keep feeling a blow to the chest. So sometimes that'll happen if someone just quickly passes from the chest, but I'm having a lot of difficulty breathing. And do you think that someone suffered to their death, or they were afraid on how they died that they suffered? Or they didn't let go right away?
My father passed away last December. They tried to resuscitate him.
Okay, so that's why I'm getting the blow to the.
That's
you understand
exactly
that? And you were afraid that he was suffering. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So know that this is your dad's way of saying to you, I did not suffer. And I see you rushing. What were you were rushing to get to him, or you couldn't get to him? Because he now showed me East Coast, West Coast. So that's my symbol for where someone couldn't be there.
So my sister was traveling from Chicago to the hospitals in Pennsylvania. She didn't make it in enough time. They were rushing to get her to the hospital. And the moment she literally got to the place, they pronounced him dead. Right, they were trying to.
I heard the machine. Like I never heard this before. It was like I like saw the and then went completely like just one line.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Yeah, that was my sister.
So no, and this is the other thing. Spirit comes through with messages on what we need healing. So for her not to feel that she should have been there or should have gotten there sooner, there is no way. You know, your father's very interesting. He goes, "How come you haven't mentioned, Theresa, that I was very good looking, by the way?" I said I didn't get to that part yet.
That's exactly what he would have said.
Wow. But that's what I want. I want him to communicate with his personality.
Yo, them two are just laughing because they know him.
Yo, her father used to want to come to the club with me. We damn near went on double dates together. Wow, that's great.
Damn, huh? But why this is important, because he says, I need to take responsibility. So when Spirit takes responsibility for their departure, they take responsibility for their actions or non-actions in this case. So whether if your father, because he's making me feel the emotion that he had a couple of signs before that he was not feeling well.
Yes.
And he did not take the precautions that we feel that maybe could have prolonged his life. He says, I wouldn't have changed anything. He says, because I would never have sacrificed quality of life for quantity. So know that he doesn't want anyone to feel that burden of feeling, oh, we should have made him go to the doctor. Who understands the car accident?
The car accident. Okay.
Do you understand the tragedy? They're showing me the tragedy over here on this side of the room.
Leak?
The tragedy of what, a car accident? Or just...
A tragedy. Because then you have to understand. I don't ask for down. I see things, and then I started to taste blood. So when I taste the blood, that's my symbol for tragedy. And then I felt a blow to the head.
So I had two friends back in August. They were killed. Their mother had shot them, and then she shot herself.
So we got the head. Okay. So how do you connect with the number 17 and 24? Oh, I hate when Spirit gives numbers so I'm just going to pass on it. You can connect with them your own way. I don't care if they're ages, the days of months, or it could stand for the actual month. So like January and July. I don't care whose birthday, anniversary, but you connect with both of those numbers. He shows me, did you guys have like matching sweatshirts or T-shirts or something? Or were there things made for them?
Not exactly sure.
Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what they showed me so you could, it might be for someone else in the family. When Spirit shows me a zippered sweatshirt and they wrap it around me, that's my symbol for you either have the same sweatshirt, you wear their clothing, or there was something made out of clothing in memory or in honor of them. Okay? Did you think that you heard, oh, well, all right, this is where it becomes silly because they're showing me music notes and then somebody wrote something in honor of them. So what do you do with music? I know I sound like an idiot right now. Like, do you mix or do you write music or, okay, so why they show me.
Karaoke?
I could do a good Delta Dawn, you know.
Can you really?
No.
Okay. All right.
I think it's good, but everyone else doesn't think it's good. So I saw like a DJ booth. So I don't know, did they do that, or was there something with mixing of music, or someone? I'm not.
I don't think they did DJing booth, but the last time I saw one of my friends that was at a party that actually Wonder was DJing at, and that was the last time before we were gonna go to the club. She didn't go to the club that night, and then that was the last time I ever saw her alive.
That's DJ Wonder right there, by the way, above the DJ booth. That's the DJ who was DJing at the party that he's speaking about, who also works for us. I just wanted to put that in perspective, DJ Wonder.
He's not even looking at me.
Well, he's
like, get that bitch out of here. He's like, when is she leaving? That hair's scaring me.
She can read your mind, Wonder. She
knows
exactly.
I can't read my. See, that's the thing. I can't read anything.
Joking.
But so you know that the souls are at peace, because sometimes when a soul leaves, this is what I love, what just happened here, because we have someone that departed taking responsibility for their actions, because he died suddenly, right? And we feel that if he went to the doctor,
he was diagnosed with diabetes and wasn't doing,
but
the
never
right
took
thing.
care of himself.
Never took. Yeah.
So he's taking responsibility for that and not wanting anyone to feel that. And then now we have someone that could have been left with, oh my God, are they okay? Are they at peace because of the way that they died? Right? Validating that they are at peace. Look for the signs and symbols and they know how much you love and, more importantly, miss them.
Yeah, thank you.
Theresa Caputo is here, man. The Long Island Medium premiering this Friday, 9 p.m. on TLC. Can we take a couple of calls? Is that okay, or how does that work?
I don't know.
don't
You can
feel
take
like
calls. I don't know what's going to happen, but we can take calls.
You want to try it? Okay, cool. 888-742. This is your show. I'm just asking you for permission.
I like
888-742.
And for some reason, I trust you. I like you.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay.
we always have good stuff. And anytime they always say you're going to go to Sirius, I go, where am I going?
Mm-hmm. Got to come by Sway in the
That's
morning.
right.
That's
And
the
if
family.
I don't come by Sway, I ain't coming to Sirius.
That's what's up. You hear that right
That's
there?
not happening.
All
like
right.
it.
Oh, give us a call, citizen. Shade 45.
Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here.
Theresa Caputo is here. It's coming back, man. She just jumped in the room, Heather, and just started. We didn't even get a chance to see how she's been.
I told you, let me sit behind Oak
You
Hill.
did say
I
that.
said, yo,
She
Teresa
just
be,
jumping-
that's like an old homie or something. She just be
She just
zooming
locked
right in on me.
You know?
It's the homie, though.
It's the homie. Doing well. I'm glad the Long Island Medium is back. You're going through some changes, some personal changes in your life.
Yeah,
correct?
that's the menopause.
The menopause?
It's a killer.
Does that
It's a killer.
Does that affect your gift?
No, it's just they say I'm a medium. Now I really am truly a medium because I used to be a small. But then
Oh,
Yeah. That was funny.
all right. You and your husband are no longer together.
no,
Yeah.
yes, Larry and I are divorced.
Yeah. Well, and I met Larry a few times.
Yeah.
Here. Okay. I hope it's amicable.
Yes. Listen, we're still a family.
Okay.
We're just not married anymore. He lives in in California, and our daughter Victoria just got engaged.
Victoria got engaged. She didn't
Can
run
you
it by
believe
us.
that? No, I know. I don't know what's up with that.
Okay.
My kids, my babies, they're 29 and 25. They're not babies anymore.
So you're single.
So yeah, I'm single, ready to mingle.
Hey,
Listen, but what I'm finding out, no one wants to date someone that talks to the dead.
Well,
Come on now.
I was gonna
Come
say,
on.
You might want to leave the gift at home. Yo, what have you gone out? Have you tried?
I try, yeah.
How's it going for you?
It's hard. It's different. What I'm learning is that I live a very public life. I share everything that I do on Long Island Medium, and that's a decision that Larry and I both made years ago. So with dating, it's finding someone that understands what I do, and a lot of people are private. They don't want to live a public life. So it's very, don't worry, when the time comes and there's something to share, I'll share it with you. I'll be sharing it on Long Island Medium, just like everything else.
Like everything else. Yeah, man. I don't know,
it's hard.
man.
You have to be respectful to, to people and.
Well, you're an attractive person in
Oh,
spirit,
thank you.
so it's going to come to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Plus, they ain't got a treat for meals, so, hanging out with Theresa, she going to pay the bills, right? No?
Listen.
No.
No.
Get the hell out of
Long
here,
Island money,
Sway.
Heather.
Yeah.
So what? It's hers.
Yeah, listen, this is everyone takes care of themselves these days, right? And
Yes.
that's why they got that Venmo shit, right? Oh, can I say that?
Yeah,
Can I say that?
That quick pay shit.
Yeah, you got I know about I got the Venmo.
That
You got the
Cash
Venmo?
App shit.
I might not be on that Tinder and all that other stupid stuff, but I'm on that Venmo stuff. We go out. You pay me for that drink. Pay for that $18 martini.
Talk
Screw
about
you,
it,
come
Teresa.
on.
And
Yeah.
Sway is generous. He clowning around because when he goes out, he treats.
Yeah.
He does. He treats nice.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
does.
Teresa, I'm wondering if someone is dead to you, meaning, they were just there for a season. Let's just say they moved miles away. Would you be able to feel that person's spirit, or they literally have to be like under the ground?
I don't know what you mean. Oh, like if they died and they were somewhere else? What do
No,
you mean?
okay, let's just say if you had like an ex-boyfriend or something and it ended terribly. So in your mind, the saying like,
no.
they're dead to me.
Yeah, I don't want to know. You're dead to me.
Okay, never mind.
I
was hoping you could, kind of feel the energy of a couple exes in my past.
I thought
Tracy.
that was I thought that's what she was like, dead to me. I was like, yeah, is that what you say? But then I was like, no, like she was like, I felt this serious.
I
like,
don't want to know what they're doing anyway. It's
Dead to
fine.
her is what she meant.
Yo, Tracy, wow.
Tracy threw in the towel. Fuck this question the whole night.
Yeah. She back happy, Carl. Sorry, Tracy had a little relapse.
Yeah.
OQ is so quiet right now.
no, he's just chilling. Yeah, he's good.
Having a good time.
Having a good time. Okay, we got some callers. All right. Let me see. Angela from North Carolina got a general question.
Hi, Angela.
Good morning,
Hey,
Angela.
Ange.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Doing great, Ange. Say hello to Theresa. Go ahead. What you want to say?
Hi, Theresa. I didn't really have a question. I just kind of want you to do your thing. I don't really want to target it with a question.
I don't understand when you. Well, so. You know, when people call in, you know, sometimes people want to say, oh, can you tell me about my mom? Can you tell me about my brother that died? You know, the way I work is really just through feeling. So it's very hard, especially when I'm in a room with, I don't know, there's a lot of people in this room.
It's a lot of feelings.
And you know, and you saw how it worked. No one, that was the last thing you expected to hear from, you know. And mediums are different. Some people do that. They could just take a call over the phone and say, tell me what you're getting. You know, I don't work like that. You know, if it's spirit, if there's a healing message, and sometimes they can have people that are passed. Some people might not need to hear from their departed loved ones, or they might not want to. How many times do I go to say something to someone and they're like, no. And then, look, you did it. She did it to me in the other room before. She's like, and we left the room. And I said, this is what happens. I say things and no one answers.
What happened?
Go to the mic.
No,
Say your name, Mark.
but then as soon as we left the room,
Yeah,
and you're
as
like,
soon as
that
I
was
left
my
the room,
dad
I
coming
said,
through,
"That
but I
was
don't
my
want to say
dad."
anything.
But I've also had a crazy encounter with Theresa when I booked the Meredith Vieira show, and she came to read Meredith, and my dad came up, and I was outside 2 rooms with the doors open, and I'm like, I jumped, but I didn't know if I should because it wasn't, you know, it's my boss's reading. I'm not going to jump up, make it the Margot show.
And you're
But
down
I'm
the hall. You weren't even in the
down
same
the hall.
room.
This is no joke at NBC.
And
And I
Margot does
walked
our
in.
talent
director,
head of talent. Yeah, talent director.
And I
here.
walked in, and Meredith Vieira said, sit on the couch. And I go, what? I mean, we had like huge linebacker camera guys crying from my dad's story.
Wow.
And Meredith was hugging, and I'll never forget that moment in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And it was out of nowhere. And then today she said something on Michelle Collins, and I'm like, that's my dad.
That's you
And
start
I-
But
ducking.
now, how many years ago was that? I didn't even.
5 years ago, I
Yeah.
booked the Meredith Vieira show.
and
5
you
years ago.
weren't expecting to hear from
No,
him.
no,
But
no,
you
never,
needed
never.
everything that you heard, you needed to hear.
Yeah. She knew about a pair of shoes that my dad had. I had my dad in my closet of my dad's that I had bought for his birthday before he passed. And he never wore them, and they're still in the closet. I cannot take them out.
And what I find interesting about that is because, Theresa, in your line of work, you're always going to have critics. You're always going to have naysayers.
Sure.
You've had a few people that have doubted your gift or
Of
what it
course.
is that you do. But then you hear a story like this.
Right.
And what would you say to those critics, Margot?
Well, I lost a dad very young. I lost an uncle tragically. I've had like mega deaths for a 32-year-old girl.
Yeah.
For me, it's closure. I have people in my family like, nope, stay away. Don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
Turn that off, you know? And for me, it just puts me at ease. Just
Okay.
because the door is closed forever and you just don't know what lies beyond or ahead or behind you. And it gives you peace and it gives you strength and courage to kind of keep going. And there are signs that I get every day that like blow me away.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
what's up.
I'm a full believer.
Okay. Hey, Angela, thank you for your call, too, Angela. You're a citizen. I hope
Sway
that
in the
explains
morning.
things.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I wanted to ask something.
But this is the other thing that people don't understand. This isn't about whether people believe in what I do. That doesn't matter to me. I want people to believe in themselves. I want them to know that they are getting signs and symbols from their own loved ones, that soul bond can never and will never be broken, and that you don't have to go to a medium to connect with your loved ones. Because a lot of people lose faith. They don't know how to live. They don't know how to go on after the loss of a loved one, or they make different choices, that alter their life here in the physical world, and it's unfair. It happens. I went to the jail, but out in Suffolk County again, and read a young man, and I wasn't allowed in the same room with him. He made choices, and it all stemmed back to him losing his dad in 9/11. And then all of these choices that he made on, and then he ended up in jail. And I was able to share my gift with him so he can continue his journey of healing. So
I get it. Theresa Caputo, ladies and gentlemen. Angela.
Yes.
Make sure you watch Friday night, 9 p.m. on TLC, okay?
Yes, I will. Thank
All right,
you.
you're a citizen, Angela.
Sway in the morning.
Teresa, Tanisha, what's your question? Say hello to Teresa. Don't even ask the question. Just vibe with her. See what happens, Tanisha. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Tanisha's
Sorry.
in San Diego. You born and raised in San Diego?
No, I'm actually from LA, but I've lived in San Diego since '98.
What brought you to San Diego? Work or family?
Following my parents.
Your parents? Okay.
Yeah, my mom remarried, so I'm following her.
Following your mom. You still with your mom?
Well, now that I'm like in my 40s, we live close, but not that close.
Okay. Single? Are you there, Tanisha?
Yeah, I'm single. That's kind of why I'm calling.
Okay. I even picked up that vibe. Damn, Teresa, I don't even know.
You have a gift. You have a gift.
Thank you. I should explore this. Go ahead. All right, so go ahead.
But this is the other thing. So what I do is I always say to all my clients that come, if Spirit talks about life choices moving forward in your life with whether career, relationships, at the end of the day, these are our free will choices that we make. I never want Spirit to come through and say what we should or shouldn't do, because especially if there's someone else involved, we're not in control of anyone else but ourselves. This is just what I felt from when she said, no, I'm single, was that it's important for us to love and honor and, more importantly, respect ourselves and not to settle. So that's just what I felt. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if it does or it doesn't.
That means anything to you, Tanisha?
It's confirmation. I just want to know, why am I so attracted to Aries men? Even when I try to stay away from them, I find out somebody's an Aries.
Oh, she's attracted to Aries.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're
no good? I don't know about that.
What, are they no good for you, Tanisha? Aries men?
I don't think they are, but they just keep popping up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know a lot about Aries, man.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
gotta know their moon sign, their rising.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that goes in. It's just not so.
Yeah,
it's
not
just
just
so
sun.
simple as a sign.
Right.
There's a lot. I'm learning about that now. Like, there's a lot more to that than just because I'm a Gemini.
Oh,
no surprise there.
Damn. All right, hey, Tanisha.
Fun people.
Yeah,
Very
Tanisha.
fun.
Just do that work. Do that self work on yourself. It'll come to fruition for you. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're a citizen,
Can I
Tanisha. Huh? What was that? What?
Can I be a citizen and Sway in the morning?
Oh, Tanisha, you are officially a single citizen.
Sway in the morning. Gang, 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 gang.
Teresa said
Does that
Gemini.
mean, am I a citizen?
You are, man. You a member of the board on.
Sway in the morning.
Okay.
She been a citizen.
When you just said she was when you said Gemini, that just kind of concluded the conversation. No, I'm just joking. Teresa, continued success. Thank you for coming up
so
here and
much.
giving us this
Don't
interview.
forget, Long Island Medium comes back this Friday, October 18th on TLC.
Make sure you watch that, all right? We got a winner of the Sway Fest sweepstakes for Friday in Oakland. We're going to call that winner up next. Sway in the morning, Shade 45.